in last 4 months we have had 2 deputy governors in our institute speaking at various leadership talks and guiding us.
If a person has interest specifically in finance field and he's actually passionate about it, he can definitely join NIBM.
Guys, I'm in NIBM Pune today और this college is special because ये बहुत ही niche college है. ये finance और banking में एक तरह से specialize करता है, यहाँ के अच्छे roles देता है और काफ़ी अच्छे banks आते हैं यहाँ पे और काफ़ी बड़ा campus भी है. So not a lot of people know a lot about this campus. It's like a hidden gem. तो हम सोचे कि हम first year student से पूछें कि what is the admission process like. सबसे पहले आप ये बताइए कि आपका क्या background है and which exams did you take before choosing to join NIBM Pune and why did you choose NIBM Pune?
So first of all, very good afternoon sir and welcome to the NIBM campus. I am Kaivalya Gawande, first year PGDM student at NIBM. I did my bachelor's in pulp and paper technology, and then after my graduation I dedicated a year and a half for doing for preparing RBI Grade B examination.
Okay.
During the course of which the particular interest in banking and finance nested in me, and after that doing an MBA or a PG program proved to be a most logical progression. So that's why I decided to join NIBM Pune.
Which exam did you take for this?
I did CAT examination applied through CAT examination at NIBM with a percentile of 95.67 and an academic score of 9, 8 and 8.
And what is the cutoff generally from CAT? कौन-कौन से exams लेता है NIBM and what is the cutoff?
NIBM generally accepts CAT, CMAT, GRE, ZAT examinations.
Okay, all the exams?
All the examinations.
What is the percentile around?
Percentile was around 94 percentile. It has drastically improved for open category.
And reservations भी हैं यहाँ पे, उनका क्या cutoff है अगर आप कितना कम होता है percentile for OBC?
For OBC it's around 85 percentile and then around 79-80 percentile for SC and
Okay. और CMAT में क्या cutoff? CMAT का अगर आप cutoff बताते हैं?
CMAT cutoff was 98.5%.
98.5%.
Around 94.
And ZAT का भी 94 था या कम था?
94. ZAT and GRE was around 94 percentile.
And थोड़ा आप ये बताओ जैसे कि बैंकिंग और फाइनेंस तो हर कॉलेज में आप कर सकते हो. So what are the options that you had and what made you choose NIBM Pune?
So NIBM Pune itself was established to play a proactive role as a think tank in Indian economies and banking sector. I had an offer from DSE, Delhi School of Economics, but I chose NIBM because it genuinely offered the courses which I wanted to pursue.
Great.
Plus the courses, hands-on learning experience on those courses by industry renowned and seasoned professors, the rich alumni base and industry exposure with the industry executives. That was the very reason I chose NIBM over other options.
Could you speak about your background as well?
I'm Nandini Shri and I'm a statistics graduate and I attempted ZAT examination and I'm here at NIBM with a percentile of 96.54.
Great. Are you placed for summer internship?
Yes.
Where are you placed at?
I'm placed at Bank of America. My role is in global banking operations.
So I'm Ronit Peswani. I have done bachelor's in accounting and finance this year itself, and I appeared for CAT as well as ZAT and scored around 95 in CAT.
My name is Parijat Khanna. I am from BTech IT and I am a fresher and I have just given my CAT exam and I have scored 98 percentile in that.
Could you also speak about the selection process? Okay, cutoff percentile तो आपने बता दिया.
Yes sir.
But final selection process में क्या marks हैं? वो अगर आप बता दो. और weightage है.
Final selection process in that we first had to fill the application for NIBM and then there was the weightage criteria in which 35% weightage was given to CAT ZAT exams, 25 to academics, 10% to your work experience and 15% for curricular activities, and there was a GDPI with GD and a personal interview going on with the faculty of NIBM through which we got shortlisted for NIBM.
Could you speak about the interview experience? क्या पूछा गया था आपसे या क्या टेस्ट करते हैं NIBM में क्योंकि बहुत niche college है?
Yes, in the interview process they were basically testing our graduation and what we have learned and our passion for finance and how accurately are we in touch with the finance news and if we are currently passionate and genuinely interested in pursuing banking and finance.
Great. आप में से आपका भी summer placement हो गया है? तो उसके बारे में बताएं, what role have you got?
So I have been hired as a summer intern by Standard Chartered Bank for a role of model risk and policy governance. It broadly will consist of profiling and then oversighting model risks of the organization and then reporting it to the senior organization with respect to the local governance requirements. requirements.
अगर आप प्रोसेस बता दो, what was tested, why do you think you cracked this placement?
So the qualities that gave me an edge during the Standard Chartered process was they were trying to understand if I am conceptually very clear, and then I can apply it on practical level. Also, if by yourself, if you are willingly done something or learned something beyond classroom, I think that gave me an edge during the Standard Chartered.
Talk to me a little about life at NIBM Pune. When I talk about life, talk about campus life, and also about what extra, guest sessions or lectures or subjects you study. For example, valuations I've got to know. ऐसा क्या स्पेशल है जो यहाँ पढ़ते हो जो maybe अलग कॉलेज में नहीं मिलता होगा आपको?
So although the curriculum is necessarily very rigorous of NIBM, but then there are a lot of things which you can do to rejuvenate yourself. Talking about, there is always some or the other session with the panel discussion or industry leaders. In last 4 months, we have had 2 deputy governors in our institute speaking at various leadership talks and guiding us. Also, there are alumni guidance sessions happening in the institute very often. Talking about life, the hostel facilities and the mess facilities are pretty satisfactory, and the seniors are very supportive. Although we can see that we have a basketball ground, tennis ground, we have an MPH and gym for indoor activities, and yes.
It's a fully residential campus?
Yes, sir.
So you have to stay in the campus only? You
Yes.
can't stay away.
Yes.
Great. Talk to me a little bit about life at campus. मतलब कब तक आप बाहर घूमते हो, कितना टाइम कैसे स्पेंड करते हो कमिटीज़ में या बाकी चीज़ें कैंपस की?
So there are a total of 11 committees and 4 clubs, which are student driven, completely student driven. Talking about the rules and regulations of the campus, they are very strictly followed. We have to be inside the campus at around 11 p.m. in the evening. Yes, that is the only requirement.
Great. But बाकी सब एकदम
Back the life is all chill and fun.
Yeah, good location you have in Pune. अब आप थोड़ा ये बताओ कि करिकुलम, ये पूरा 2 साल आप पढ़ते हो फाइनेंस, तो क्या मतलब कितना आप अंदर घुसते हो? अभी आप ऑफ कोर्स यू इन द फर्स्ट ईयर, बट यू मस्ट हैव सीन द सब्जेक्ट्स और यू मस्ट नो कि आगे क्या पढ़ना है आपको. सो 2 साल में आप ऐसा क्या सीखते हो जो वही अलग MBA कॉलेज में शायद नहीं मिलता हो, इफ यू नो दैट?
So, sir, as I've told that the course curriculum at NIBM is very necessarily very rigorous.
Okay.
The courses,
few subjects if you talk about,
yes,
yeah.
yes. The courses which are offered at NIBM are including risk management.
Okay.
That dives deep into credit risk and market risks.
Okay.
There is courses on treasury management.
Okay.
Then there is international trade finance.
Okay.
So anything and everything related to finance and allied courses is there in NIBM.
Perfect. So since it is a college is niche, so why should someone join NIBM? अगर किसी को आना है यहाँ पे, what would you advise him कि यार if you want this or if you want to learn this, you should join NIBM? क्या बोलोगे आप? To a future aspirant watching the video.
If a person has interest specifically in finance field and he's actually passionate about it, he can definitely join NIBM.
And how should someone know that they are passionate about finance? मतलब कि numbers हो गया, what किस तरह के लोग finance में अच्छा कर सकते हैं?
Someone may be good with numbers, yes, that's definitely one criteria. And if a person has already a background in finance, for example, he has pursued BCom and other BAF and all other undergrad, so he already knows what the curriculum offers, so he can choose that. And for other people, they can try certifications like CFA and chartered accountancy professional courses, CMA, and maybe some small courses from Coursera. It will give them a gist of how finance works, so it will let them know their interest.
Thank you so much for these lovely answers. I wish you all the best. If you have any questions, please ask me in comments. All the best. Stay safe and take care.